Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing well. For those who follow on Facebook, we stream YouTube, Twitch, and for those who follow my several TikToks under ApeCS895. Good evening. I'm your host, ApeCS, for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Just here tonight, I'm going to share a couple of stories, maybe share some short reels, see how it goes. Let me share this live feed real quick. Here we are. We're all shared up, brothers and sisters. Who do we got here? We got Double O, Real MMA. Yeah, I was gonna go live like around 11, but I kind of dozed off. You know, when you get it, start getting old. Uh, I ain't supposed to have any kind of sugars, and I kind of cheated. Uh, ate me a cookie, and it kind of affected me some, but that's okay. Just need to stay away from them. When you're diabetic, you gotta stay away from things that can do your body wrong. How you doing, cousin Jesse? ¿Cómo estás? Hope you're doing well. Trying to do a different little background there. It's a background from the site. Maybe you know cousin Jesse, Double O. He used to live in Ramville also. He used to live over there by, I guess where the Pony League used to be, but it's called something else now. I think it's called Veteran something. The park where they used to have the Pony League games. He used to live in their vicinity. Uh, we have family that we used to have a house right down. My grandfather's house used to be down for San Francisco. I think somebody bought it. They moved it over there by the Veterans Park. Then that's where it's at. Somebody bought it. Yeah, man. I created a short reel, man, of the footage, and it's got. I just created it this evening, and it's got like over 1,000 views on TikTok. I'll share that the footage in a moment if you want to check it out. And I put it on YouTube also, where it's running behind those trees, and it's real big, and then it ducks down. My brother says that it's got to be. He says it's got to be like over 15 foot tall. That's what he's saying because those trees are way taller than us. Uh, you used to live next to the park. That's cool. Yeah, I had a friend that used to live right across it when I was growing up. Uh, Juan Sandoval, the Sandovales, they used to live there. Then you had the Matas. They live right beside there. Uh, then down through our street, I believe that's what it was called. Uh, my great grandmother used to live there. You get the Rodriguez, the Chavez. Those were primos. Uh, they were cousins. They're they're related. The Rodriguez and the Chavez. You know, it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Yeah, Primo just lived down Tampico. Hey, there you go, man. The Frito pie. Hell yeah. How you doing, Sister Madeline? Yeah, something ain't right, you know. But that's what happens when you're sharing footage and you're getting the attention of people. You're you're being watched more, and your people are seeing what you're putting out there. You know, on TikTok, I'm being real successful over there with the short reels, over 1,000 views in a matter of minutes. You know, I'm more sure. And TikTok had kind of blocked me a little bit from. It doesn't allow me to share live feeds like this, but they allow me to do the short reels. So hey, something is better than nothing. That's the way I see it. But I have a lot of likes, a lot of hearts on this footage that I'm sharing from the videos that we go investigate. Yeah, well, I'm doing the live over stream, but yeah, I seen what you're talking about. I had already started the show, and it hadn't even been placed on YouTube. Then all of a sudden, it just pops up. So if it take that long for it to start on YouTube, then that means that people are not getting the notifications, which is that's crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. On TikTok, I placed two short reels within two different days, and they've gotten over 1,000 views. You know, without me paying any money or anything like that. It's just all natural. I rather do things that way than trying to cheat. You know, I think that they give you an option where you can give them a certain amount of money, and that they'll give you a certain amount of views. To me, you know, I mean, I could do that, but I choose not to. I just rather whoever sees it, they're gonna whoever runs into it is because, like we talk about here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, we're all chosen ones. You know, if somebody happens to cross into my channel, it's because there is meant for a reason. Yeah, I'd rather people cross my channel for a reason because it's meant for them to cross into it than me being placing the video and getting like a lot of likes, but they're bot and they're probably bots. I want the message to get out to real people. I'll share the video, cousin, if you haven't seen it. Uh, yeah, check out there's my link, the link to my TikTok, HCS 895. Think when I seen it a moment ago, it had 1,000. I had 1,000 views right off the bat, man. Not even me placing it there an hour had 1,000 views right off the bat. Where man, I had all kinds of hearts and stuff. You know, people have been subscribing to me, and you know, if I can, if that can, I can get their attention by doing the short reels like that. That's a plus for me because I'm doing it to awaken my brother and sisters spiritually. Yeah, there's a lot of activity down over there on the we'll call it the west side, but where the Veterans Park used to be called the Pony League Park. When I was a kid, uh, but grandmother lived, or great great grandmother lived down that vicinity. A lot of activity out there too, uh, in that area. I think cousin Jesse. I think they covered up the canal that used to be around the Elsie Smith. If I'm correct, they covered it up, but there used to be a canal there, irrigation canal. And when there were rain, uh, let me drop a link. Maybe cousin Jesse or whoever wants to jump on there. This lady in white would appear, man, by the canal, and when it would rain, the lady in white would run all the way through San Francisco Street, crying. No, we know what the lady in white is. What's crying? There's a water source. That's La Llorona. They would see her going down San Francisco. Cousin Jesse seen her down over there where he used to live. I think he stayed over there at his mother-in-law's house. How you doing, cousin Jesse?
Hey, people.
How you doing?
I'm doing I'm doing better than yesterday.
That's
Hey,
good,
man,
cousin.
they covered up most of that around the school.
The
There's still
irrigation system.
there's still kind of an irrigation ditch.
I can't hear your cousin.
There's still an
Right up.
irrigation ditch,
Okay, there we
but
go. You're,
only like the bridge by the house we used to live, and it goes into the park. How you doing, Rain?
yeah, well, can you repeat that again, cousin? Because I don't know what happened, but it's kind of like the mic was muted on my end. So I opened it up. You said that they covered the whole canal a long time ago, right? Do you remember what year it was when it did that? Yeah. Or it's my end, cousin. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think I lost cousin Jesse. Well, there he is. All right.
Can you hear me
What happened,
now?
cousin? Hello?
Wow.
I can hear you. Which one are you talking from?
Well, right now I'm talking from the second one, not the one in you.
Let me see. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, there we go. I got you.
There we go.
So you're saying they covered it up, the whole canal?
The yeah, the Rodriguez was on the corner by the bridge, and then from the bridge all the way to the uh, park where they had the baseball.
Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. We lost cousin Jesse. Yeah. Well, he was working there for a little bit, but maybe let me drop another link. Maybe I think he did a ninja on us. I don't know. I like the background, but it's kind of like I don't know, throwing me off from a mojo. There we go. That's what I'm used to using that background. I was trying to do something a little bit different, but Okay, let me refresh the link and we'll drop another link. There you go, fresh link. Maybe that'll correct the problem. How you doing, Sister Beyond the Box? We got Sister Madeline Shap, Sage, Andres, Carizales. Well, getting back to the hometown, there will be a lot of activity there, man. You know, our hometown is built on limestone. There, there we go.
Haha, I'm back.
Yeah, I dropped a new link, cousin. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, man. So they goes up to the park, but they put in the water plant right across the irrigation ditch.
Mm-hmm.
They moved the old waterworks from across the street from Olga's to across the street from the irrigation ditch.
I see. So the new water plant is over there.
Yeah, on the other side of the irrigation ditch.
The canalitos.
Yeah, there's the canal. Then on the other side, there's the watering where the trucks put up. But
Why
yeah,
don't you? What, I
most of the
remember.
canal is closed.
Yeah, but you remember seeing a lot of activity there, down the
Yeah,
canal, because you
yep.
you stayed there for a while. When I left, when I joined the military, I mean, I would see stuff by the Elsie Smith when I was in Elsie Smith, dark shadow figures, and of course the woman in white. But this woman in white wasn't covering her face. I could see her face how she looked, but she was dressed in like in white, and she would stand by the fence with her hands on the fence. She was always trying to call me to go towards her and stuff. And Coach Mendiola, uh, he would always scream at me to go. He screamed at me to go to him,
I
and I ran
won.
to him, and he told me, "Son, don't you ever get near that again. It's something bad." That's what he said. So he had the ability to see spiritually too. No, he's a combat veteran from Vietnam, but he was able to
Yeah,
see her.
like I said, the Primos Rodriguez live on the corner. Then Tio Poncho lives on the house next to his.
Next to who,
Tio-
Primo?
It's the Rodriguez Poncho
Yeah,
Jr. Used to live on the corner. He died, and then Tio Poncho lives next door in the house next door. I I messed with him one day, and I told him I was Jesus Carvajal, and he told me no. I was not Jesus Carvajal, okay? And I told him that I was Jesus Carvajal Jr. And then his wife came out and said, "That was supposed to be mine, but your dad stole you."
yeah, because that's Chewy's dad, right? Poncho on them,
I don't know, man. I think Chewy's dad was Uncle
and
Pete. Yeah,
Alfonso Rodriguez.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we have still a lot of family that lives down there. I mean, shit, it's a
yeah.
small. Everybody's
But
everybody. Everybody knows everybody.
yeah, but I have the only two Carvajals. Everybody else has the same last names except for Carbajal.
Yeah, I don't even. I mean, there's still some Cias that still live there that are cousins. Like, and I don't know, we got primos everywhere. Like on the other side of other side of the family.
they,
Right now,
they all they all look native.
yeah. Our great grandmother. I don't have a picture of her, man. Uh, were you on the site? They had built a site for her for that side of the family, and they had a picture of her grandmother. Man, she looked native big time.
Yep, she sure did.
She knew all
Hi,
this.
Beyond Box.
She knew how to. She would heal spiritually like that too.
Yep.
She was a spirit
Uh,
healer.
let's see. Juan bought the house next to her, which belonged to Alan and him, and then he bought the house on the corner.
Oh wow.
So he owns two houses there on the corner, and then he owns the grandma's house out there by the elementary school.
We got beyond the box there, chilling. So what strange activities? I was telling brother Tao here. He's of the Tawos. Remember the Tawo junkyard?
Yep.
Well, he's that was his great grandfather or grandfather. Uh, brother O.
Wow.
He's from Irmaville. That's what I was talking to you about. He should be here. I think he's here, but he's from Double O. He's from Raymondville, and his
Wow.
Tawo was his, I think, his grandfather.
Then he should know all about Raymondville.
No, he's like I think he said he's 40 years old or 42, so he's younger than us. Uh,
Wow.
so he knows about the new junkyard that we're talking about it. That's all. I mean the new city dump. That he said there's a city dump between Raymondville and Lyford or something like that.
I know that one of Tao's junkyard is between Raymondville and it's on the way
Near,
past of
near the
the
Rockfords, no?
ranch. It's on the way past the ranch.
Because the Towels junkyard used to be right there, going towards where the Rockfords used
Yeah,
to be.
yeah,
The
but
first street to the left.
the newer one was past your house on the way past the roadside park.
Oh, there's a new Towel
Yeah,
junkyard out there.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. You see, I left in 80. I think I left like in 88 or 80. Yeah, I left 88 to Dallas, and then that's when I joined the military up there, and that's where I left from. I think I left
yeah,
from Raymond, but I can't remember. It just I was going back and forth, but I joined the military up there. That's when I left.
yeah. The junkyard is in La Sala now.
You see, man, I've been gone so long that no, I was telling her about the city dump, man. How it's haunted. The old city dump uh, that was in Raymondville. I was telling them yesterday how you remember because I used to run through all the dirt roads around around
Yep,
Raymondville.
yep,
I mean, I was always running, man. I run like 10, 15 miles and 15 miles through the dirt roads, through the highway. And I was always running. And I was telling them yesterday where uh, before that, when I was maybe like a year younger, I had gone up there with Mr. Espinosa because he owned the lot Espinosa Bakery, the white building that's there. It's called something else now, but he used to have his house was there in the corner. He was a Vietnam vet, and he invited me. Was Mike, my cousin, that was his godfather. So we went to feed his pigs. He had a little land right beside the city dump, and we were feeding the pigs. You know,
Wow.
as, as we fed the pigs, he started freaking out because he said we need to feed them and get out of here by 6. I didn't know why we had to leave if that was his property, right? So when they started nearing 6, he started freaking out, man. And I thought he was getting like a flashback, and he said, if you don't, it's like he sped out of there and hauled ass, and was trying to figure out what was going on, because he left there like a bat out of hell. He said to us, "Don't come here after 6. Okay, asustan, espantan aquí." So that's day of my, me, man. I'm one of those. Somebody tells me that's the kind of person that's gonna do it, because that's how I've always been. You know, not that I'm a daredevil, it's just that's the way I am. So I was running down the dirt road, and I said, "Fuck, screw it." It was like around when I started running, it was like I think 450. So I ran that ways, and I went up at the junkyard. I had I don't know. I think I might have had a wash in my hand because I was keeping track of time. So I got there, and I'm looking at his pigs because his little land is there, and I could see the pigs and everything. And I was just checking them out, and I guess it hit 6 o'clock, right? So as I hit 6 o'clock, I start hearing all these moanings, disembodied voices coming out of the freaking city dump, like all kinds of different noises, crying, moanings, laughings, and it freaked me out, man, when I heard all this, and I started running back. As I started running back, there was like 3 black dogs that started chasing me. So I seen this mesquite tree, and I jumped on top of the mesquite tree, and the dogs were around me, and I was up there, and I was looking at my clock, and the sun was starting to set. When the dogs left back, is I got off the tree, and all that's I was sprinting, man. I sprint all the way home. Once I got around to the past the little irrigation system, took a left where the Lopez have their trucks.
Yep.
That's when I knew that I had made it home safely. But I was kind of freaked out. It felt like my energy was zapped some. Uh, but yeah, if you're there at 6 o'clock,
And the record for like the longest time, dude. The I would have to pass by old 77 on the way home.
that area and the other area, there was a lot of activity. And our grandfather, Jose, he used to work irrigate all those fields. His boss was Mr. Beasley, and he had a lot of fields in the vicinity over there on the west side. And he always carried a rifle with him, and he would tell us, "Hey, don't go." He would tell me, "Don't be out there after 6 at nighttime. Don't go out there. Don't go past." He would tell me, "Don't go past." I guess the that irrigation system in the west side. Don't go over there at nighttime. He said because there's a lot of he would say "muto negros," like dark shadows. So I took that to heart. As my grandfather telling me, and if somebody knew that there was activity like that, that would be him because he worked a lot of hours. He was always working in the fields. He was in the tractors and irrigating. Irrigating, that's what he would do. So we had some experience with it by the canal where the Catanes are. There's a canal. What's the name of that bridge? That's over there towards the west side. Like Like past Davos, that street. There's another pavement road further up, and there's a canal, right? Big
I can't
canal.
remember the name of the road. Not to save my life. I remember the bridge. I remember the canal. I remember
There's some
the Catania,
Catania.
the road.
Yeah, well, and that location right there, man. Remember Tia Sylvia and Tia Rachel were learning how to drive when they were teenagers, and we had an old station wagon, and my dad was showing them how to drive, and I guess Sylvia backed up and almost went into the freaking canal,
Hey.
and we pulled forward some, and he was trying to tell her, hey, just take your time or whatever, and when we had pulled forward into the dirt road, you could see the shadow figures come out, and they're standing right there on the road, and they started coming after us, man. The shadow figures,
Wow.
and man, we're telling them her drive, drive, and she don't even know how to drive, and these things are chasing us, and we start hauling ass, and they start chasing us. But they were right there. They came out of the canal irrigation system. These dark shadow figures. At one point in time, if you look into the history of Raymondville, it used to be we used to have a oil fields down over there that side, oil fields. So there's holes there where there used to be oil fields also.
Wow.
I just don't know what part of the in that area those oil fields were. And to my understanding, there used to be a lot of people died, man, out there, illegal immigrants and stuff like that. Something happened. It's just I can only remember so much, but to my understanding, where those holes were, certain things happened there, where the oil fields were. So that's why there's a lot of activity. Another thing that I was thinking about the junkyard. The only way something could unclean spirits, they can attach themselves to belongings. One of the things that's in the junkyard is a lot of people's belongings, right? Because it's a city dump. They they burn it or whatever they do. So maybe that's why I heard all those disembodied voices, because all those belongings come from people's homes. So it possibly could have been some of those belongings had negative attachments, or many people had suffered there or died there. Either or. What do you think, cousin? What would be
Wow.
the proper response, or what you think that will haunt there?
Well, a lot of disembodied spirits died while they were doing the gas thing. You know what I mean? So that's the reason to haunt that place.
People's belongings, right? Where you don't know what kind of negative attachments are when there, or where this belongings are coming from. If people were practicing witchcraft, necromancy, and of course they get rid of picture frames of chairs and stuff like that in the city dumps, which you could have a negative attachment. And but the if I already recorded what I heard that day, man, it would have probably freaked you out because it sounded so loud, man. Like there was literally somebody there. The
Wow.
gate that the gates were closed and everything.
Wow.
It's like very eerie. It's like coming through the woods, all the sounds and weird noises. Like that's why I took off out of the running like a bat out of hell, man.
I
I think
remember. I remember
the
when you used to
people.
run.
Go ahead.
I remember when you used to run, man. You used to take off in the afternoon. You used to tell me, "Hey, man, come on." Nah, man, not me. Not me. I'd pull out a joint instead.
Yeah, I haven't run in a long time. That's what I used to do. I used to run a lot of miles. I would like almost 20 miles a day. Sometimes we would run at work. from where I lived at the end of not Main Street near King Street. I run all the way to the Walmart over there by the McDonald's. At that plaza, the Walmart used to be there. So I'll go running to Walmart, and then after work, I'll go running back to the house. And there was times that some of my friends would get me right. Uh, one of my good friends was that lived in La Sara. May he rest in peace. Is my brother, a good friend of mine, Adolfo Rios. He passed away not too long ago. I think this past year. He was a good friend of mine, and we used to work at Walmart together. He used to play football, and I was in track. He was 3 years older than me, but we were good friends. Uh, I know he passed away. May he rest in peace. Uh, yeah, very good friend. Uh, then another friend of mine that passed away also, uh, Mario Cantu. He used to live in the West Side, and he used to work in the oil fields and stuff like that. And he went up sick, and he passed away also. His nickname, I used to call him Flecha. So may he rest in peace also. You know, a lot of good friends. They're Rianos. I know they live over there also. Rudy, Jesse, may he rest in peace also. Jesse Ariano, may he rest in peace. And Furman Ariano were good friends of mine also. Uh, which I think Furman still lives in Raymondville. He was in the hospital. Sent prayers out to him for healing and protection. So yeah, man. When I see all this, a lot of my friends, but yeah, a lot of activity in Raymondville, Texas, man. Lechusas in the 70s. Oh man, lechusas in the air. Black ones, dark black, pitch black ones. And let me see what we got here. But I remember that somebody would say that one of the cars at the old Tabo junkyard, a couple of cars that were haunted at the old Tabo junkyard. Yeah, because many people died in those cars. So yeah, I think there was one car that he had that said was haunted. That you would hear sounds and stuff like that. Let's see what Brother Double O says here. And you're more than welcome to jump on, brother. If you just want to use your voice so you can talk, there's a link, man. I'll pin it up on top. The new link here. He says if hair belongings and photos can be used in witchcraft and curses, maybe once the items are used, they can get thrown out, and it all ends up at the city dump. Yeah, that's very true. Double O, very true. Or if somebody did a malad to an item, they did a wrongdoing to it, and it winds up there. It's possible that the malad could be there. My condolences to the Davos, man. I remember them. I remember your grandfather and your father, brother Double O, because we used to go there. I had I think one of my friends would take me over there. Say, let's go to Davos. I think was it the Sandovales? Because he had an old car, and he was trying to fix it up, and he knew we would go to the junkyard where it was the old one. That's where we used to go. All righty, brother. That's fine. That's fine. But I know that another location that's haunted there in our hometown. Cousin just going to tell you because he used to live down the vicinity was over there by the roadside park.
I
Activity there too at nighttime.
used
Matter
to
of fact,
live at the Pinton Ranch. So yeah, I used to pass the roadside.
tell him about the roadside park.
One time I even almost got
Tell him right.
robbed by immigration. At like 3 in the morning. But there was it could have been a skinwalker, I don't know, a cow that used to follow me all the way almost
You said,
home.
were you drunk, cousin, or were you high on marijuana?
Well, let's just say that I got sober real quick. I got sober real quick when they tried to put me in the van and they're like, "Hey, we'll give you a ride." No, thank you.
There used to be a ranch, well, a White House out there on the left side. That's where they used to live because my uncle Luis, he worked for that rancher. Oh, was it the Moors? Who did he work for?
He worked for Pennington Ranch.
Pennington Ranch. There you go. So they would walk into town and had to walk back out to the past the roadside part.
We always have to walk back and forth. It got to a point where my mom wouldn't take us anymore. So we used to walk and smoke bud on the way over there. By the time we get to your house, ya llegamos bien fumigados.
Did you ever feel anything like as you exited Raymondville on the long road before you get to the roadside? Any activity there? I always felt activity towards the left side where those palm trees were on the dirt road
where, where, where that clown house used to be.
because there was a motel and then there's a road to the left, the dirt road.
Yep,
You go down the dirt road, there's some palm trees
yep. And there was
and
a White House in the back of the palm trees where the clown used to appear.
a clown.
Yeah.
What was a clown from a funny movie, a scary movie or something?
No, well, let's just say that it appeared there every day.
Okay, how did this clown look, cousin? Because I never seen it, but can you describe it for us?
It just looked like one of those monster clowns from outer space. Killer clowns from
Mhm.
outer space.
By the way, that's a movie from the '80s, right?
Yeah, it looked like that, man, and his face would open up and stuff. We, me and your brother-in-law used to go party there. Me,
Ernest.
me and Ernest used to go party at that place. I used to watch that clown, and then further down, close to the roadside park, there was some disturbance as well. And then
Look, man, cousin Jesse, Double O said the circus palm trees. I've
yep,
heard about a clown appearing there, but never seen.
yep, that's where me and Ernest used to party in that white truck.
So it's the palm trees to the left of the dirt road.
Yeah,
On the right side, there's a
yep.
bunch of palm trees
At
that are
the very
lined up.
back of the palm trees, there's a white house. Oh,
So,
there used to be. I don't
so
know
how
if it's
big?
blown up.
How big was his clown?
It was at least, I would say, about 6 feet, 6.5. It was taller than me and taller than Ernest.
Do you think it might have been a spirit of somebody from that White House that might
And
have dressed up as a clown?
it might have been, but like I said, we used to park at the front and used to watch it go from room to room. We used to get drunk and high and used to laugh at that thing. And then we go home.
So people lived there, or was it an abandoned house?
It was abandoned by the time me and Ernest used to go there. Uh,
Because
the
you can
whole
see that
time.
White House can you see the White House from going towards the roadside?
No,
Oh,
You have to go down toward the motel and take the right to be able to see the house because it was in the very back of the palm trees.
Because I remember the motel that was in the corner. And which section are you talking about? On the right side or the left side, going towards the main?
Going toward the main is going to be on the left side
Yeah,
because the motel's on the right.
he calls it the circus palm trees, the ones that are like in a formation.
Yeah,
Let me find it through Google Maps so I can show him where it's at. Show him a picture of this location where there's this clown. I didn't even know about a clown there, man.
yeah,
I would run that dirt road too, where the palm trees were.
yeah. I know. And like I said, me and your brother used to party there before he got with your sister. But then again, we were armed. He had his stuff, and I had mine.
What was the name of the motel that used to be there?
I can't
I'll
remember the
find,
name of it.
I'll find it.
I can't remember the name of the motel. It was Rimmel something or other. Yeah, and then like I said, you get to the roadside and you feel the like an eerie presence. And then that cow, once you pass the roadside, that cow would follow you or whatever it was, a cow or a skinwalker, it would follow you halfway down to the ranch. And I still can't forget the time that the three Mexican dudes stood up on the other side of the road when my brother told him, "Hey, cállate los hocico, peleo."
Let me see if I can find it here through the Google Maps. Man, that's changed so much, man. Of what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, the moon has changed a lot.
Dang.
No, said he sent you a GPS location to your Facebook Messenger.
What did they change the name of Hidalgo?
Uh, like I said, I don't know, man. But like I said, Double O sent he said he sent you a GPS location to your Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. Let me check. So you can continue with the story, Primo.
I'm just about finished.
So did you ever hear like maybe native chanting or anything like that?
Only when my mom was dying. Only when my mom was dying did I hear that native chanting. Every, I would go outside and I would see nobody, but I could hear him chanting. The doorbell would ring and nobody was there, but that would always mm, that was before he would start chanting. The doorbell would always ring. and then he will start chanting.
Ooh, we're gonna. I think I found the location, primo.
Yep, yep.
On my phone, yeah. Let me keep on going a little bit forward, and I'm gonna go that direction. There we go. Oh, I could probably like do like he said through here through Facebook. So I have to take a no screenshot and track it down through here. Okay. Yeah, but this is not showing me like the like close up. All right, I know how I'm gonna do it.
But yeah, man, the clown used to appear right there. Me and your brother-in-law used to like party right there.
It says it's called Simon Gomez Road. I won't take us close to it.
You know, over there, you don't really need to know the name of the road. You just didn't need to know where it's at.
Well, here's the look. I'm gonna show you the location that I'm talking about, and maybe y'all can guide me the right direction. Okay, I send it through Messenger. The location. Let me see. You tell me if this is a location, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me share it with y'all. This is a location I'm talking about
Yep,
where I would sense some kind of activity.
yep. At the end of those palm trees.
All right, let's get a little closer look at it.
I don't know if that house still standing today or if it fell apart.
Yeah, there's a location I would always sense something, man, because I used to go running around the whole block. This whole quad here to the left. I used to run all this around over there, come around, and just try to run some miles, man.
Even once the name Double O says, yes, sir.
Yeah, I see something there, man. Is that the clown? What would the clown be wearing, primo?
He would be inside the house. But, the Double O says the house is gone.
All right, I'll just share that right now. So tell me, I'm gonna put the cursor. If you can see that, where is it? Where you will see the clown at?
Way in the back,
Over
right
here,
there. The house used to be right there.
in the back of the palm trees,
Yep. No, no, no. That's too far.
like
Right
around
there.
right here.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a different tract of land right there.
Okay, I'm gonna take him to the roadside park now.
That is also closed since the last time I was over there. That closed.
Let me see if we can find this roadside park.
You probably won't be able to find it because it no longer exists.
They took it completely down, cousin.
They closed it. Double O says roadside park is gone too.
But there's remnants of it.
No, they made sure there was nothing left.
Too many deaths there, man.
That's why they closed it.
Let me see. I think
And
I got a
those,
location of where the roadside park used to be. What's left of it. Let me share this. All right. Let me go to this, and I think this is where the roadside park used to be. What's left of it? That's where it used to be.
well, all I see is me and you.
Oh shit! All right. I thought I'm sharing it.
No,
All right. Let me go to restream. Let me share it.
hello, beyond the box.
Let me stop sharing this one and share the roadside park one. I think this is where it used to be.
Right now, all I see is a lady.
Huh?
All I see is a loading page.
Oh shit!
Beyond the
My
box,
bad.
she sees it, but I don't see it.
How about there?
All I see is the loading screens.
What the hell's going on here? Wait, let me take that off. That's weird. Let me try to log on. Click that button right there. Uh, Stop sharing. Let me do something real quick. See if I can get it back on there. Fill this up first. Now share it. Okay.
That would require me to drive beyond the box.
Can y'all see it there?
You're sharing your Facebook page.
It's not letting me share it. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I had a friend that got murdered there at the roadside park. He said I was sharing on my Facebook page. I was going to go to Messenger. Let me go to Messenger. There's the okay. Let me see if y'all can see that. Let me go. See y'all. Let me share it one more time. See if it shares it. How about there?
There you go.
There it is. This is where the roadside park used to be, right there.
Back in the day,
The roadside park used to be in the vicinity right there.
like I said, it's gone too. Too many killings. Too many bodies found.
How many killings happened there, people?
Oh, a lot.
I know my friend Titi got murdered there back in the 80s. Before I graduated, like 85. Oh man, that was a sad day, man. Uh,
She died in his
all,
truck.
yep, that was a good friend of mine, man. Freaking, who was those guys that did that? It was two brothers. I just can't remember their last name, but I can remember his last name. Titi's. I think he was.
His brother's name was Piojo.
Yeah, his name was Titi, and he was with his female name Melissa Ortiz. But yeah, man. Uh, I could tell you the story what happened. Let me go back. Well, I'm here with y'all. So let me put that picture to the side right there, or I could take the picture. But well, no, I'll leave the picture there because we're talking about the roadside. Okay, here we go. Um, the Superette. My friend Titi and his wife. They were at the Superette. They were, I guess, buying some nachos or something there, and there was two brothers. The one brother was older, and the other one they used to live over there in the west side in a ranch. I can't remember the top of my head what their names were, but one of the brothers was a troublemaker, right? So he was trying to flirt with uh Titi's wife. Well, he was inside, and when he went outside, he was disrespecting him because he knew he was married. So Titi, slapped the crap out of him right there. And then the guy's like, let's fight, let's fight. Meet me at the roadside park, blah blah blah. So Titi, he was one of those guys that he ain't back down for nobody. And he went over there and he put a whooping on that dude. He beat the crap out of that guy, right? And he got in his vehicle after he beat him up, and I guess he was kissing his wife for defending her honor, right, Titi? And then he heard somebody say, "What about me?" Which was the guy that he beat up, younger brother. And I guess when he was turning, that's when the guy shot him in the head, and everything landed on his wife, man. That I don't know till this day if she has has flashbacks of that incident. But that's what happened, man. And what do you remember? That's the one I remember.
Yeah, that's
That
about
happened
it.
in like 85, 84, somewhere around there.
Yep, that's about it. That's what I remember. Cause he was well known in
Somebody
the
else got
neighborhood.
in a fight there too and got sliced with a knife.
It's like back then. I lived on the other side of the tracks. I lived by De La Paz. Now on the west side, on the south side, I think. And the east side, I don't remember, but I lived on the other side of the tracks. In that house that Tony's dad made for us.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's only right there by near Navarro's in the corner.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find the old CD dump, man. So like that we can go to it. Man, that's the best way to share a story to take you to the location. It's even better, no?
Yep. Well, I'm about to get out of here, man. I've been out for over an hour.
All right, cousin. But
See you later.
appreciate you people for jumping on.
All right, man. See you later. Bye.
Bye, cousin. Yeah, it's all different here on the map, man. I'm trying to find the junkyard, but it's not taking me to that road where the junkyard where the junk where the junkyard was. It's not taking me to the location. I'm trying to take us to the junkyard, man, where it was at, but it's hard to follow, man. I'm trying to get there. Yeah, yeah, that's way out there. The junkyard, they kept it way out, away from the city. It's way out there, man, in some dirt road where there's a lot of monte. Not the junkyard. I'm talking about the city dump, the old city dump. My bad. I was trying to show you the old city dump where I shared the story, but there was several locations. Uh, there was this bridge over there in between Lyford and Sebastian, where people go fishing. There's a bridge, but towards Willimar is the back way going to Harlingen. There's a dirt road that'll take you the back way to Harlingen. Well, there's a bridge right there. On that bridge, on the back way through Willimar, going towards Harlingen, on the bridge, you'll see a woman dressed in black on the bridge at a certain time frame at night. You know, when we talk about a woman dressed in black, that would be considered either, really, we know, like a bruja. And she would appear. One time, me and my friend Mario, we was coming from Casa de Sol from a wedding, or I think there was a band playing there, and we're coming back, and we're taking the back road, the back way through Willimar, and we stopped on the bridge, right? And my friend Mario was like, "Man, it's all there's there's no woman in black here. It's all a lie and all this." I said, "Okay, let's shut off the lights and see what happens." He shut off the light, and then when he turned on the lights, we seen the woman in black, and she was right there, right behind his vehicle, and freaking he hauled ass, man, out of there. But she was standing on the road, uh, on the bridge behind us. Was she a ghost? Was she a widow? You know, because widows dressed in black, or was she a bruja? All I know is, as far as I can remember, in that area, there's always been a woman in black appear for people to stop on their bridge. Some of the people that used to go fishing on the water source were here too. Um, so many spots back home, man. There was another location. My friend had an uncle that lived. His sister was married to somebody that lived over there. Can't remember the name. He had a little ranch. Can't remember his last name on top of my head. But it was like between Lyford, I mean, near between Sebastian and Santa Rosa. There was like a field, like there was a dirt road. There was like a curve, like you were going to Santa Rosa, but then there was a field. Where in that location where the field was, there's a dirt road. If you follow the dirt road and stop there at nighttime, things will be thrown to your car. Uh, I didn't believe that story, so we went to go check it out because it said that they will hunt there. I was with my friend Mario again. We stopped there on that dirt road, and it sounded like people were throwing things at the vehicle. Like you could hear like bangings, like something stuff being thrown uh, at the vehicle. So we backed out of there and left, but there was nothing, like no stains of anything or no markings on the vehicle. But it sounded like things were being thrown at the vehicle because you could hear the sounds on the Monte Carlo. He had I think a 1981 or 79 Monte Carlo. Uh, but yeah, man, a lot of locations out there that, I guess that's everywhere, not just in my hometown, but there everywhere there's like a paranormal activity like that. Uh, so I'm gonna share the video. Let me take this. Man, this is pretty fun tonight. sharing these old locations, the palm trees. I used to run all that, man. I need to start. I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna start doing, man. Is get back in the group of things, and the first step will be for me will be to start walking, and I want to try to go back in the rhythm of running, man. I'm a pretty big guy, because I've been hitting the weights a lot, so I'm up there. I mean, not a huge guy, you know. I weigh. I'm up there like 260, somewhere around there, 265, 268. I haven't worked out in about 2 weeks, but I do want to implement cardio. I am going to share with y'all the the footage of the new video that I created for spiritual encrypted encounters of what we were sharing last night. So let's get to that. Let me share it with you. So I made a video, brothers and sisters, from last night. It's got over 1,000 views. It's got over 1,000 views on TikTok under HCS895. So y'all want to go check it out? I like. I got it on YouTube also. This is off of YouTube, but on TikTok, shows you a broader picture. Uh, Facebook takes away from the picture. I mean, on Facebook, YouTube takes away from the picture, but TikTok shows you the original picture. But let me share it with y'all. Here we go. This is from YouTube. Oh man, what's going on here? What happened? Okay, let me go to y'all. That's the one from last night. If I would have put how fast it was going, they wouldn't be able to see it because it was moving hella fast. And there's a slow down the speed on this. The regular footage, it moves real fast in 1 second. Okay, brother Double O, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I haven't been down to Ramobile in a long time. But this is the footage from last night. For whoever missed it, I created a short reel. Maybe I can pause it. Uh, okay, let's go back a little bit. You're like, what are we seeing, Abe? You see that right there? Those white eyes? Okay, let's go frame by frame when they appear. See, they're right here, right now. We'll take it frame by frame. Oh, shoot. That is right there. It's on the move. You know how people say that they look like a blur because it moved hell of a fast, too fast. That's why it looks like a blur. So there's moving. There it is. It's turning its head, and it looks. It's looking. It's looking one more time this ways. There it is one more time. It's still looking. So it moves pretty fast. Here we go. And the reason I shine that ways, brothers and sisters, is because I heard movement. I heard footsteps like something was running. My brother heard it too. There you go. He's standing up pretty tall, and then it goes ducks down. It goes behind these trees. There he goes. Goes behind this tree. Still looking there. I think he was trying to flank us. There it is. Look at the eyes. Bulto negro, dark shadow figure. Looks like a possible shapeshifter skinwalker. No, many possibilities here. Possible shapeshifter skinwalker, possible dogman, possible werewolf, but I will say more of the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim, because it's pitch black, like like a spirit, and then boom, it moves so fast. Boom. Okay. Let that run for a little bit. There we go. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll take pictures of the locations where I've witnessed things. Um, you'll be surprised what you can find on Google Maps that you'll search certain locations and you might find what you remember that it'll actually be on the picture, especially if it's something that's paranormal or territorial that is there because you got summoned there or whatever, that you might be able to catch it even through Google Maps. But I appreciate their double O for tuning in, man. I know you got to go to work and stuff. I wanted to share something with you that I purchased. Well, it got sent to me. It's pretty big, so if I were to put it on a, let me share it with y'all. Let me give it some lighting in here. It's an arrowhead or spearhead wrapped in copper for protection. So I wonder if this will trigger the shapeshifter skinwalkers that are out there in the location to go investigate it. So I'm gonna buy me a necklace. It's pretty heavy, man. Look, there you go. See, I can see it. I'm gonna put this light here, get a better look at it. Like I said, I have all kinds of hookups. A friend of mine, I bought it from a friend of mine Thinking about it's how big it would look if I were to wear it. It's pretty sharp. Also, of course, I got another one here that he created, and I put it on this one here. It's a little pendant. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There you go. It's a little pendant on what do you call it? Ooh, trying to remember the word for it. But that one's is wrapped in copper. See that? See, I can get a better look at it. Uh, think nickel, whatever, whatever nickel is made out of. This what this is made out of. It's a little a pendant. I just received it. I was unwrapping everything, and where's the other one? Here, I received this beautiful piece right here. Look at this. It's a free form. It's got rainbows in it. Let me see if I can find a rainbow. Give a little bit of light in here. Get this a little bit closer. There we go. It's a free form. Let me see if I can find the rainbow in it. Yeah, it's got rainbows in it. Just I can't see it through here right now. I think the rainbows is in there somewhere. So I got that right here beside me. I had also gotten some palm stones, little palm stones. This is kind of like a snowflake obsidian. We'll talk about palm stones. Uh, different kinds. Here's another one. Little palm stone. Some have green in them. You know, before I started doing the shows, well, I was already doing shows. Is I had a hobby, and the hobby that I had was collecting minerals, in which I have too many of them, too many minerals. I don't know maybe the lighting too much. I can lower it down or change the filter on this. There we go. Of course, I wear protection. I got black tourmaline, some selenite. When I do my investigations, it protects you from getting zapped, spiritually zapped. Keep protection on me. I have silver, silver chain, black obsidian, and golden chain, black obsidian. Of course, there's black obsidian, but I have silver and gold, silver chain obsidian and golden chain obsidian on my wrist, and I have so many minerals: smoky quartz, citrine, amethyst, you name it. Like I just got about all of them. Yeah. So I'm thinking about creating, go. I'm gonna search for a necklace so I can wear this one around my neck. spear. Could actually be the tip of a spear or an arrowhead, but that's a big arrow. So I would say more of a spearhead. There you go. Because the arrowheads are smaller, right? That's pretty nice work, nice piece. Okay. Mm, I can't remember the name of this one. I think this is Caribbean something. I can't remember the name of this one. Of this palm stone. So a little palm stone. Well, when I started collecting, I thought that maybe I would start my own little business and sell, right? Sell some minerals. That's what I was thinking about doing at one point in time, was to sell. So, but I got caught up with doing spiritual encrypted encounters. Uh, I went from doing spiritual encrypted encounters, like just running. I would do them randomly, like sometimes during the day, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening time, late at night, off and on. But then I started doing them like weekly, Monday through Friday. And then I started doing them at one point in time, it was 7 days a week. So when you get used to doing the same routine, right? Here I am late at night, and I've been doing this work for a while, you know, late at night. How you doing, brother Joel Burgess? How you doing tonight? How you doing, Sister Ivy? Okay, let me lower down this light because this light is blinding me. There we go. Bring it down a little bit. It just seems dark in here now. Let's see. Light it up some in here. How about there? Let me share the photo. My brother sent me a photo. I'm gonna share the photo that he sent me. Uh, See if y'all see something. It's from the same location where we heard the rattle and the get out or get leave now. So I'm gonna look to what he sent me. I'm gonna put it up to see if you see anything. He said he sees somebody with a hat. I don't know. So let me look at the photo. Okay, let me find the photo that he sent me. What I'll do, I'll tell him to take another screenshot of it because okay, that's is there. But for meanwhile, before I share work on this, I want to share another photo with y'all. See if y'all see anything in this one. Whoever's got the eye to see, let me know what you see on this photo that I'm about to share. Sorry to hear that Brother Joel Burgess will continue to keep her in prayers. Brother Heavenly Father to look out for her and protect her. Uh, Heavenly Father, this time would like to pray for Brother Joel Burgess' mother-in-law, for you to send your heavenly angels of healing and protection around her as we place heavenly spiritual crosses on her from head to toe. If there's anything that's causing her to be ill, we tie, bind, and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Leave her alone. Uh, and send the heavenly angels, the Holy Spirit, to do a clean sweep of her location, Heavenly Father, and heal her and protect her. This we pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Okay, I'm going to share this right here and tell me what y'all see. Okay, let me go to Facebook one more time. There we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to share this photo with y'all. I see something here, or maybe several things in this picture. I don't think I shared this one last time, but I'm going to share it with y'all. The only person I shared it with was my brother, but it was in the same location where I heard the rattle and the leave now. So here we go. I'm fixing to share what we. Okay, here we go. Here you go. Maybe I can make this any bigger. Maybe I can make it bigger here or like this. I see something there. Several things here. Uh, they're manifested in spirit. Tell me what y'all see. I'll leave it up there for y'all. I see several things in the path, and to the left side in the darkness, I see something right there too. But there's several things here. Uh, when we started leaving, when we heard the rattle sound, we started leaving the area, and I had flashed to where the rattle was. But I see several entities or spirits here. You know, when we talk about spirits, I see one right there in the middle of the path. It looks beastly. Let me go to it, which is right here. Right here, there's a face. There's the eyes. Something here. And there's something here. Standing right here. Right beside us. And seems like some apparitions here. Manifestations right here. No, when we're hearing disembodied voice, they say, leave now. Here we go. That looks like some manifestations right here in the path. So you got one right here. There's the eyes, the face. You got a manifestation here in the path. And what seems to be apparitions right here. I can take close-ups of the photos So maybe y'all can see it better. I can do that. So tell me what y'all think about that, brothers and sisters. Yes, brother, that's right. Life goes on, brothers and sisters. Sometimes when we get spiritually targeted, our dreams get infiltrated. Our dreams get infiltrated in which bad thoughts try to come to us. Not that we're thinking bad, but event things like, for example, that it's almost our time to go or things like that. Well, I'm just here to let you know that Jesus Christ, the Heavenly Father, wouldn't want you to quit on life. So don't, what I do when I see things like that, I type and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. That's what I do. I don't give no power to no dreams or things that I'm shown like that. I rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. I'm going to take a close up of this photo so I can show you the things that I'm seeing on this photo. If anybody sees it, when I do the close up, I'm going to make it bigger. Let's see how big it looks here. We're going to make it bigger than this. Okay, let me work on that. Here we go. Let's share this. A close up of it. Let's see how it looks. Let me see what y'all seeing over there. Trying to take some of the lighting out of the picture. Let me see if I can make it a little bit lighter or a little bit brighter. All right, here we go. A little bit brighter. Can you see it now? Right here. When we talk about shape, there's one here. There's one here. When we talk about the shapeshifter skinwalkers, that they wear the hide of or the skins of the animals. Well, this is an animal face right here, right? So that means that the face of the shaped skinwalker will be right here. So you can see the face of something here with eyes, the snout, but definitely seems to be a face underneath here because there were the hides, the hides of the animals. The shaped skinwalker wears the hides of the animals, and that was like very close to me right there. And of course, we were hearing disembodied voices saying to leave, which seems to be two entities right here, one right here and one right here, plus something that looks beastly here on the ground. I just wanted to share this with y'all. You can see the eyes, the face. Is the face of the hide or the skin, right? Kind of looks like a bear in a sense of a way. I don't know, but the face will be down here of the shape of the skinwalker. Okay, let me go back to y'all. Let's see if I can make it bigger so I can see it. There you go. So I'm just sharing it with y'all. Tell me what you think. Literally looks like somebody's face right there below the. Let me see if Sister Brenda Box wants to come in here and if she share what she thinks or whoever wants to jump on. Let me drop a link here real quick. I'm almost at the 2 hour mark. So I'm just going to drop a link to see anybody that wants to give their opinion of this photo. Here we go. I dropped the link. You can see a face. It looks like a face underneath it. But when you think about shapeshifter skinwalkers, think of them as spirits because that's what they are. That they everything that they have is a spirit. The the transformation they can take of the hide of the animal that they have, they can take the manifestation. You can see the face underneath the skin or the hide of the animal. If somebody wants to jump on and give their point of view of the picture, you're more than welcome. Let me get it better. See the head, the snout. There's the eyes, but here's the face of the skinwalker right there. It's the face. Seems to be like the face of the skinwalker. I don't know. Looks like two entities here in spirit form. Okay. Can y'all hear me still? I don't know if y'all can hear me or if the volume. I'm seeing the movement over here. Now earlier we were having problems. So let me go find the other. See if I can find the other footage. Oh, Mm. Yeah, I have the. Let me see. I get the original footage here. I'm looking for it. Yeah, I would have to make a short reel of it, man. When that happened in the video, because the other one I have is the other video I have is when you could hear the rattle sound, and it says "Get out," which is the one that I created for for you for TikTok and for YouTube. This is one where I'm playing it, and it's kind of like it showed it real fast, man. Like in between when it's playing, it showed it real fast, and I took a screenshot of it. So I'll have to go look and find it again and try to create a short reel when this anomaly happened, where they caused a disruption in my live feed and they appeared. I'll have to create a short reel of that. So that means I'll have to go to this location again through my video and create the glitch when it happened, when all these things were happening, these things manifested and appeared right there. Oh yeah, there was a lot of activity. Uh, and when you hear, if you were to play that video where it says "leave now," it's more than one. Definitely more than one. So that'll be a project that I'll do. You see, I have a picture that I know that's a skinwalker shapeshifter. Uh, this one here, because it's not the first time that I've seen this one. I have another one of during the day, and I'm going to show it with you right now, so you can see it's the same one. It's the same shapeshifter skinwalker. I'm going to share it with you right now during the day. Remember this image. All right, remember that image. Because I'm going to go to the one where I caught it during the day. That you're going to be able to see it during the day because the ultraviolet rays of the sun breaks their cloak. See, I believe that's why the Heavenly Father created the rainbow. They said that he would not. They said it was his promise for he wouldn't flood the earth again, but at the same time, it breaks the spiritual cloak of the DDN, right? Because that's why he flooded the earth to destroy the Nephilim. So the rainbow, ultraviolet rays of the sun, breaks the cloak, the spiritual cloak of the DDN, of the disembodied demonic Nephilim. Let me find that video for y'all. Share it. Here we go. Let me share with you. Remember, I told you to remember how he looked, right? I'm going to share you that it's the same one, the same shapeshifter skinwalker, because you're going to see it during the day. So here we go. Let's get a. There it is right there. Let's make it all about it. Remember the look? Let me get a good. I'll stop it on a good one. There you go. Okay. There you go. There it is right there. Remember the face of the shape and the nose? That's the hide that you were seeing up on top. The bottom is where the head is of the shapeshifter skinwalker, which is right there. Uh, there's a little bit lighter, right? There's the eyes, there's the nose, and there's the face. Underneath here is the face of the shapeshifter skinwalker. Play it a little bit more. Give it a let you see different looks at it. We'll leave it there. Let me go to y'all. I'm just showing you that right there is low to the ground. And the one that I did at nighttime is way taller than me. But it's the same shape skinwalker, the same being, because it's got the hide on the head, it's got the face on the bottom. For some reason, it's not letting me share it how I want to share it, where I want to pause it. It's not allowing me to do that for some reason. Tell you, Double O. I know a lot of locations down there in Raymondville, man. That's why I left the Valle. It was too hot and heavy out there, man. Hot and heavy. And I say, okay. But then I found out that the balance, spiritual warfare is not just in the valley, it's everywhere. Spiritual warfare is worldwide. So, do you see the similarity to the one I showed you at night compared to this one, right? Looks the same. It's just one is a dark one at nighttime and it's standing taller because it's real close to me, just like it was close there. The problem is this is a whole different area. Where this is, to where I captured where he's standing and looking at me. He's looking at me with his head down like this, showing me the face of the hide, but he's standing. Yeah. When we talk about championship skinwalkers, now I hear about people talking about skinwalker ranch. Man, I've been dealing with these suckers for a very long time. I've been living in Central Texas since I was in the cab. Since 19, I got here in 1991, somewhere around there, 91, after Operation Desert Storm, uh, towards October or somewhere around there. I can't remember. Around that time frame is when I got stationed in Fort Hood. So I've been dealing with the shifted skinwalkers for a very long time, but I've seen this kind of activity also in the valley. That I was being followed by three of them, right by the Catholic Church in the west side. I was being followed by. I was walking. And I was being followed by what seems to be half human and half wolf. Like from the neck down was human, but it was not regular human. When we talk about DDN, they were very tall. They were literally climbing the fences. That's how tall they were. But their head was like a wolf, which possibly could have been in Spanish. I guess they're called naguals, I think, or the shapeshifter skinwalkers in Spanish are called a whole different name. In which it could have been some of those, but it was three of them that were following me. Two were werewolf-like from the face, looked like Lobos or werewolf, lycanthrope, and the other one, there was one that looked like a pig. The face was of a pig, and the body was fat, sloppy like a pig, but it was pretty big too. So I had an encounter in which I went to the church and I talked to the priest that something was following me. I think when that happened, I was like 17, and well, 16 probably, 16 or 17, and my matter of fact, I was already 18 when that happened. 18. And I told the priest that something was following me. So, I was banging on his door. Catholic Church has the priest house right beside the church. So he took me into the office in the Catholic Church there, and he was telling me to sit down, and he asked me a couple of questions. He asked me, "Are you high? Are you drunk?" And I said, "No, I'm neither." I was telling him that something was following me, and I was telling him how they looked. And it's like, "Son, you've been through a lot. You know, it's probably just your imagination playing tricks on you." And he was talking to me to, just to relax, stay calm. His name was Father Ralph. He had glasses on, and as I had my back to the door opened, and through the reflection of his glasses, I could see the three beings that were following me because they stuck their head inside the door. Father Ralph could see him, and he started sweating profusely. He was scared. He told me to leave. When he was telling me to leave, the doors closed. He was telling me to leave, to get out of there, and all this stuff. So he literally threw me to the dogs, should we say? But he didn't pray for me. He didn't type on a rebuke him in Jesus Christ's name or anything like that. Uh, when I stepped out of there, the closest family members to that church were my cousins that lived like right across the swimming pool. So that's where I went to. I made it to their house, but I was something happened there that I don't remember. Which there was this guy there. He said something to me, and I guess uh, whatever that was attacked me spiritually. In which I beat up this guy real bad. I don't remember nothing. Kind of like when we talk about people being spiritually bonded or spiritually attacked, that we have to be careful with spiritual openings of anger, right? And that was the opening that I had. He said something to me and it got me upset. When it got me upset, those three entities attacked. They, they took over the vessel, right? That I don't remember nothing. Like a form of possession. But then I remember parts and pieces afterwards. That's one of the main reasons that I tell you about do not anger. Don't get mad. Don't argue. Because that right there will attract all these things. Like the shaped skinwalkers, the shadow figures, the DDN, the Gen, unclean spirits. Because that's what they feed off is negativity. I got attacked. I overcame it. It's after you get overtaken like that. Luckily, nothing bad happened to nobody. It's a notch. It's a lesson to be learned that you're gonna remember what you went through, but then you're gonna remember the do's and the don'ts. And the don'ts is what I always say here in spiritual encrypted encounters. No fear, no anger, no vengeance, forgiveness, and always maintain a heavenly love foundation. That's the key. Of course, the number one is have the relationship with Jesus Christ because He's our protector, our avenger, and we have everything that I do here is through Him. I'm just here sharing to you all the things that are out there in spirit that if we leave that opening, they can attack. So what I do here in spiritual encrypted encounters is tell you what not to do because they're always lurking, man. You say that's like in the pictures that I showed you tonight, that they're looking, they're watching. What would they watch? What would they look? It's simple because these are the disembodied demonic Nephilim. Their creators were the watchers that were looking over mankind, right? When there were angels, that's their mission to watch over mankind. But that's what they do. They slept with women. The women they slept with became harpies. When we talk about lechuzas, they became harpies and sirens, in which they were the mothers of the Nephilim. So you can see they're watching at the same time as they're watching, uh, is letting you know who they are. They identify themselves to you. That's not the watchers. That's a disembodied demonic Nephilim. But they have characteristics of those that create them, who are the watchers. And saying that, I'll share the picture so you can see it's the same one, but the other one's standing and it's showing the hide. I'll share the other one more time. That it's the same one. Uh, okay, that's right. EDM. Okay, you seen I played it several times with different filters. I'm not sure it's the same one, but this one is at nighttime. But it's actually standing. We're showing the face. There it is. There's the head, the hide, but then here's the face underneath. I was showing you that it's the same shapeshifter skinwalker that's in that vicinity in that area. I believe this is our ghost or apparitions. The guard that live in that area. Banshees. I don't know, but there it is. Same face. And here's the face of the shapeshifter skinwalker underneath it. Okay, so we can make that bigger. No, we can make it up bigger. There you go. I don't want to keep you all too much, brothers and sisters. I just want to say thank you for those that tuned in tonight. I really need to debunk the video more better to see what other activities there. I'm thinking about doing a night investigation. Going to the location where I heard the rattle, like a rattler sound, and where they said leave now. Go to the location where they shipped it to Skinwalker, but I'm going to go around the other way. And I really need to do a daytime investigation, see if I catch any activity there. But if they're there during the night, they're there during the day. The spirits, they're not going to go nowhere because that's where they, I guess, that's their territory. You say they're territorial if they're telling you to leave now. That's good, real wino. You haven't seen anything strange. Sundays is always kind of slow. Everybody. It's tomorrow's Columbus Day, or today's Columbus Day, or something like that. A holiday. Uh, see what else? Maybe I might have one more I could share with you. Of let me see if I can find it. And I'm gonna show you one more video of one of the creepiest captures that I've captured out there in the woods where there's movement behind me. Let me see how I can find it for y'all. I'm gonna go old school with y'all. One of the creepiest ones that I've ever captured. Let me see how I can find it, folks. This one. Well, this is what creepy one too. Check it out. Check out this one, folks. Let me share it with y'all. Check out this one. Forgot about this video, but this is a creepy one too. Let's share it. Look at the left hand corner. It's going to appear and disappear. But let me make it big over here. No, that's as big as it's going to get. I'm going to stop on it so y'all can check it out. Let's go frame by frame. Maybe it allows me. It's going to be down here. Watch. Here it is. There's the eyes. There's the face right here, right? He's got eyes. There's the head. It's looking at me. It's right behind me. And then he's just going to disappear. Check it out. And it vanishes. It disappears. There it is. Right behind me. There you go. I'll pause it there so y'all can check it out. I'm telling you, man. When I was in the military, I used to see them all the time out there. This things that appear and disappear. When I was in the military, I would see things out there in the woods. I mean, that's what our job was, training out in the woods. So I'll see all kinds of things out there. Let me erase some of this apps that are open here. Okay, there we go. There it is, right behind me. Take a screenshot of it and look to the right side of my head. You're going to see the face and the eyes looking at me. So you want to take a screenshot, crop it, take the picture of the right side of my head by the edge, and you're going to see it looking. It's looking right there. It was there for a split millisecond and then just disappears. And guess what? I knew it was there because I could sense it. Look at my eye. So I was angling the camera to see what was behind me. I was going to what I was sensing, and there it is. So let's see it. I'm going to play it now. Now you know where it's at. And I'll show it to you one more time where it's at. You know what? I'm going to do the screenshot right now, and I'm going to crop it for y'all real quick. Okay, let me go to y'all on YouTube. I'm going to crop it and share the how it looks with y'all. Do a screenshot. Okay, I did the screenshot. Now I'm going to crop it and share it with y'all. I'm going to see if I can give it some color, put some filters on it, so I can make it stand out. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let me share the crop photo so you can see the face. If you are ready to see this, give me a thumbs up. Right, here we go. I'll make sure it's big enough. And here's the other one, so you can see it better. There's the eyes. There's the face. Let's see if we can get it bigger right there. Probably right there. You can see it a little bit bigger. There it is. All these photos and captures, videos, you know, I have them at different locations. So I'm just, I got a lot of short reels, different locations. Got it spread out in several groups. They're everywhere. So in the other video, you see it manifest where it appears, then it disappears that fast. Yeah. Joe Burgers says it looks like a shape-shifting witch. There you go, folks. You want to see another crazy one? If y'all want to see another crazy one, give me a thumbs up. I'll show you a one that's crazy. Let me go look for it. Let me stop sharing this. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me share this one with you. Let me share one more and we can call it a night. One more. Uno más. There we go, folks. Let's check out this one. Push play there. Started from the beginning. Go over here. Try to make it bigger. I'll put it to the center. And make sure it's playing. There it is right here. This they kind of messed up my video. My. Oh, let me see if I can find another one. It's like they messed up that video for some reason. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I found it. I found the one I want to share. Here we go. Here it is. Let's share it from the beginning. There he goes. You're going to see his body and everything turn. See what he's going to do towards the end. He's going to duck to Mother Nature itself. There it is. And it ducks. That's huge, man. It's right there. You're going to see its whole body. It looks pretty big. You see it in the middle, in the center? There it is. Let me go to the video and I can pause it where how big it is. Okay. It's going up. Here's a face. There's a body. There's all this is a body. It's gonna turn his head. There it is. He's got his mouth open. That's his teeth. There it is. His eyes. His mouth. So let me back it up a little bit. There it is. Say cheese to the camera. Eyes, nose. Look at all those teeth. It's right there, real tall. So I'm gonna just let it play for y'all again one more time. It opens and closes its eyes, shows his teeth. Look at that. See it open and close his eyes? Right there. I want to see where it shows his teeth. Right there. Look at that ugly ass freaking face that it's doing. That's his silhouette. That's his face. Check it out. There you go. It opened and closed his eyes. The temporary manifestation that he's taking. There he is looking at me, pissed off. Closes his eyes. There you go. Yeah, there's one ugly, this one nasty looking one. Then he ducks and disappears. Alrighty. This is one of the creepiest ones that I got because it it comes from the ground up, rises, then it shows itself, opens its mouth, shows its teeth. See how it's rising with his mouth open, and it's got his mouth open trying to scare me, like he's gonna attack. You see, it shows its teeth, like it wants to attack. But then at the end, it goes straight into the ground. Watch, it's gonna duck down. Boom. An animal's not gonna do that. A real animal, right? Something that's in the flesh will attack. That's why I believe 100% that the DDN or disembodied demonic Nephilim, the DDN of the scripture in the Bible, that there were the Nephilim that get destroyed, so they remain on earth as disembodied demonic Nephilim, which are unclean spirits. They're always lurking, trying to find a host to possess, to invade, because that they wasn't created by God. They were created by the Watchers. Look at that. I think this is, like I said, one of the creepiest ones that I got. Even stick. It looks like he stuck his tongue out. There you go. I'll stop playing it. Any questions for me from the chat before I go? Any questions that anybody got a question or about the videos that I shared here tonight? You you got any questions? You're more than welcome to ask. And see, we got 33 viewers. Uh, for those that are new here, my name is Ape CS, the host of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. We come, we do lives late at night, like around 11, start a little bit later, but I'm fixing to call it a night. I got Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on YouTube. We do lives and we stream. On Facebook, if you want to follow, I have a lot of pictures there dealing with this. On Facebook, I have Spiritual Encrypted Encounters that has pictures. I have another group called Positive Spiritualist, which was the original group that has old pictures. If you want to subscribe to that or you want to become a member, just send a request and I'll let you join. So you can check out, I have videos there, I have pictures also. Um, I would suggest to follow me on TikTok under HCS895 because I've got short reels there. All the short reels that I'm sharing, I have short reels on TikTok and it shows a broader picture in which you're able to get a better view. Yes, sir. That would be a good one, real wino. I mean, carry something that's UV reactive, and the has ultraviolet rays of the sun. Maybe they'll break the cloak better than carrying a flashlight. But then it could be kind of scary being out there if you were to flash one of those UV lights so that shows something that gives ultraviolet rays. Imagine you're out there in the woods at nighttime and you shine one of those and all those things are around you. That you're going to be able to capture them around you. Daytime. That's why a lot of my videos are during the day. Because at nighttime, there could be a lot of anomalies, especially when you're using a flashlight. It's kind of like the one that I flash the light. You can see her running. You can see the eyes. You know, good captures for a nighttime, right? Because it looks scary. You could see some. We could hear the movement. Then we seen it looking. But during the day, it could be scary too. Imagine you're out there during the day, and the ultraviolet rate of the sun is beaming, and you're out there, and then you see something that's like 18 to 20 foot tall, walking behind you, looking down at you, because it's that tall and it's looking at you, mean mugging you, but it's looking down at you because you're very small compared to it, right? That's about it, DDN. And then you're leaving the territory, and then it comes because it's a spirit, right? And it comes and clothesline you because it's got enough energy to make contact you, and it freaking tries to knock, tries to knock the head off your shoulders. That's what happened to me out there in the area I go investigate. I have a picture of this thing that tried to knock my head off my shoulders. It was huge, man. Uh, if you join me tomorrow, I'll share it with you. I'll look down the footage. I'll go to that time frame. Maybe we'll review the video, and I'll share how big it was. I'm talking about 20 feet or possibly even higher than that, real tall. And there wasn't only one, there was two. But the ultraviolet rays of the sun gave up their cloak. Yeah, in the military, we got the GPS. I mean, we got it's called phew, we got nuclear thermal capabilities, right? Where we turn it on and we can see uh, at nighttime, night vision. and we have different filters that we can put on there to see uh, different kinds of. If we see like something out there and it's not reading no heat signature, so you can adjust that to see what it is. But if it's not, if we also have a laser that we can laze on the target, normally something that's living, it's got a body heat index. Like us that we're living, we're going to have body temperature. Animals have body temperature. Anything that's alive in this world has body temperature. When I was in the military or running the things out there, especially during gunnery or when we're training in Fort Hood in the different ranges, or running to things out there that had no body heat, which means it's not living. That is something that's in spirit. I will try to laze on it. It will give me no distance because the laze it wouldn't go through it, so it won't give me no distance. Normally, when you have something that's got heat, you laser it. It'll tell you the range, how far it is from you. These things were out there that I would see them moving in the darkness, tall shadow figures. Could never find a body heat index. I could see the silhouettes, and I could see them moving, but never a body heat index. You see, that's what I tell you. These things are disembodied demonic Nephilim. I'm never, from the 10 years I was in the military, whether I was in Europe, whether I was out there in Saudi Arabia, here in Fort Hood, I never ran into any cryptid that had any kind of heat index. Never ran into a Bigfoot, never ran into a dogman, lycanthrope. Like I said, many cryptids. I never ran into a cryptid, but I did run into these tall shadow figures that had no heat, which I believe, because of my experience being out in the field at day and night, that's what I would do. That I believe that the cryptids that the people are seeing are in spirit. There are the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim. And I leave it at that. 10 years in the military, brothers and sisters, I lived in the woods. I trained in all terrains, mountain ranges, the desert, and the ice. I did it all. We had equipment for all that. Uh, but I never ran into a Bigfoot showing heat index or any cryptid that people claim to say there is, even a Nephilim, right? I never ran into something in that category that I was able to laze and blaze, you know, all the time in the military. But I did run into something that had no heat index, which would mean that it's something that is not alive. That's something that's in spirit, demonic in nature. Milk Tech, yeah, there is a technology like a cloak that supposedly is out there, but the things you could tell when it's a person compared to something that's standing real tall. You could tell the difference from a human being to something that is not normal. Yeah, yeah. Well, the one of the things that was out there when I was in combat was it the Gen. that was attracted to the war, and it was taking out people in spirit, not in the flesh, in spirit through possession. Yeah, brother Joe Burgess, he's done a lot of weird stuff out there. You know, sometimes there's things that are in spirit that can manifest to look like something. Uh, they can manifest to look like something, but just because the manifesting doesn't mean that they're real. That's why I said don't believe in them, because that's what demons want you to do. They want you to believe in them so they can attack. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, I'm fixing to hit the 3 hour marker. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, everybody that joined here tonight on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Brother Joel Burgess, a real wino, Brother Double O from my hometown, Raymondville, Texas, home of the Fighting Bearcats. Uh, Sister Ivy, Sister Madeline, shout out to Paranormal Table, Brother Josh Turner and the crew, Anthony, Tony, Sister Nellie, Sister Madeline. Shout out to my brother Jack, that's working right now. Shout out to him. He's been with me to a couple of these investigations. Uh, he's working right now, so shout out to him. Sometimes he tunes in while he's at work. Uh, but I'll try to work on that picture, bro, that you sent me. Try to get to that location so we can see better to debunk it. Our brother Andrew also is here, Andres Carizales. If y'all want a shout out, say something to me here and I'll give you a shout out for Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. To all the viewers that were tuning in tonight, thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, in saying that, brothers and sisters, see what we talk about tomorrow. That's right. Thank you to all the veterans or military. Thank you for protecting our country, our nation, keeping us safe from the enemy, hostile enemy. Thank you to everybody for everything that you do, and for the new friendships that I've made here. I'm always here, man. You know, if anybody's going through something, would like to share with something with me, and you want me to put it out there for you, we can do that. Yeah, but there's a lot of other locations in Raymondville. There's another several locations there where people say they haunt. Maybe we'll talk about that another day, which is my hometown. A lot of activity, a lot of limestone because we're close to the Gulf of Mexico. So I think a lot of the limestone is what causes a lot of the supernatural activity, paranormal activity there. In saying that, good night, everybody. God bless you and your families. This is Brother Abe Cias signing off from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Sarah Cias signing off also. Salute to all of y'all. God bless you and good night. Signing out.